All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna connect the high pod light with the Hudl sideline system in the end zone. All right, so first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna get your tripod here set up. We found that putting the two angles on the back helps it the most because we've actually had it fall once in the wind. And it wasn't this way. So this way now, if it falls back, it's actually got two braces. That's probably the safest way. You're gonna want to put your weights over it. You never want it to fall down, of course. Next up, let's go ahead and add the top here where your camera goes. Just kind of put it in the hole there, and you tighten this right here. All right, I put this to the back, that way it doesn't ever mess with this if you put it on the side. All right. Now you're gonna bring this level down. There's a level right here. So you just kind of adjust it to where it's in the middle, of course. That means it's even. That's where your camera's gonna go. All right. Next, okay, so see right here, it says mount above this line. So this right here, this is for the monitor, okay? So you're gonna, there's a ledge right here. You're gonna put it on this, the black thing, the black pole, but up to the top, okay? Not on it, but up to the top. Then you're just gonna twist it tight. So you're gonna put the monitor on here, so you want it somewhere in the middle, probably around the middle, the 50% spot. All right. So we can go ahead and slide the monitor on. So this twist here, so you slide it on the hooks here. Slide it on and you tighten that up. Oops. Need this cord for the battery here in a little bit. All right. This is to block the sun so you can see it. Obviously a shady screen is better than a bright lit sun screen when you're trying to watch what you're doing. So the covers and stuff for the monitor, you just leave them there unless it's rainy. We haven't had to use those yet. So next is this part here. If you're facing it, you're gonna have the handle on the left, okay? But I'm behind the machine, so I'm putting it on, it's on my right. I'm going to, the little locks here, you just kind of lock it in, and you tighten it, and you bring it all the way up to as high as it can go underneath the monitor brace, okay? So you bring it on tight, you got that on the right. Now you put this, your little remote control, this slides on. So there it's on. All right. So these strings here, so right here, this one says down, this one has up. Well, that means this one needs to be the one going up. This one is down. Down where? Oh my God, on this side it says up. So you just hook it. That's how you're gonna rotate the camera when it's up in the air. All right. We're getting close to done for this. When you know what you're doing, it's pretty fast, but at the first couple times, it might take you a little bit. All right, so we got the camera on this machine part right here. You unscrew this bolt, okay? Yeah. So you can move it, you put it in the gap area. You tighten it up as much as it can go, and then you tighten the other one. That way it's snug to the level. Okay. I don't know how, you plug in this cord into the inside here. That's gonna control it. Okay. All right, we got the batteries here. So this first battery, the bigger of the two for the high pod, the bigger is for the, it goes on the back of the monitor. There's Velcro. It actually powers the monitor. You plug that in. You plug it in the 2.1, no, 2.4. That's 2.4 volts. The other one's a little lower, 2.1. If we want the most power going to it, there's no reason why not. And then there's another bolt up here on this level. And it's gonna go, you're gonna place your battery. This is the battery for your camera. Even though your camera has its own battery, it might die. This is just guaranteed you're gonna be all right. You can film the JV and the varsity game like we do with the same battery. All right, that plugs in there. Boom. What I didn't show you comes with it is there's this little thing here. It comes in the box. It goes to your, you plug it in to the battery and you plug it right here. Okay, and then there's also, you plug this one into there. Now was already done for us because when we use it, we don't have to take it all apart. All right, so besides lifting it up, the final part to just the high pod, remember we're gonna merge them both, so we're gonna HDMI cable into the top, up here on the back, so HDMI. That's from the camera to the monitor, and this controls the monitor. I mean, zoom in, zoom out, all that stuff. All right, so now we should power it on. All right, it should work here shortly. Yep, there we go. All right, zoom out. Now all we gotta do is raise it. All right, so now for the Hudl sideline. Okay, you spent $3,000 on that. That doesn't do nothing but film. Now you need to get it to your sideline and all that. That way we can use it during the game. So this is the end zone one. We also have a setup box up in the press box. But this is the end zone. Do the end zone first. We'll go to the press box in a little bit. All right, so right here we're gonna open it up. We used to open it all the way, I thought. But the base is smaller, it makes it taller, and the wind actually blows it down. So we don't go all the way down anymore. We make it wide. Wide's a little bit more secure than up tall and skinny. So we got that. What you're gonna have here is you're gonna put two, okay? You got two of these braces on here. So on this, right away, what you wanna do is you wanna flip this switch over. Flip it to the right, okay? Right is on. Is it on? Is it right? Yes. All right. You enter your battery. Okay, you push this battery. 1, 2, 3. See all the blue lights? Now you turn it on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Blue lights, turn it on to red. Now you plug that in. Okay? So now that's got the modem going and everything. So we're going to take these. These are your satellite dishes or whatever you want to refer to them as. I guess satellite dishes. All right, so. Our kids did something different and putting it away normal. All right, stop it. Okay, so we got our satellites here. So you're gonna put the top one, sideline access point. Okay, the bigger one. There's two. One's bigger. You put that up at the top. Okay. So you squeeze it in. Sometimes you got to work them in, they're kind of tight. And then you put the small one, which is end zone bridge. You put that down here. Okay. So you lift, you raise it up. You got end zone bridge over there. When the cart's gone, it'll be perfectly to our press box. And then now this one, you put towards your sideline. So obviously this is our home. Our press box and our sideline are the same. But if we're away, when we're away, we got to go into the press box because that's where our camera is, right? Our other camera. And then we're going to be tilting this over to our sideline. So no biggie. Sometimes you have to move the cords too. We were at a place that I wasn't getting signal to the thing, but I simply just moved this out more and it got the signal. So, you know, sometimes you can fix your own problems. Don't panic, okay? All right, next we're going to go over, hold on. So what we have here, okay. So right here, it's on. It's ready to go. It takes a few minutes. It says it takes up to 4 minutes, but it's on. It's ready to go. Okay, so what we're gonna do here Next, so this is on, this is on. They're just not connected, okay? So what you're gonna do is on this end here, okay, this is the only thing we haven't really messed with in here. You got a cord. So you take the one that goes from the camera. Remember the camera to the monitor? Now you go camera to the Hudl, okay? So when you're looking, what I know is it's gonna read me something when I plug this in. Sometimes I plugged it in and it hasn't read me something and it didn't work. So now I always look for it to read me something. There, yep, video detected, perfect. So now nothing's into my monitor, okay? So I still need to see what I'm seeing. So now we plug in the other cord that it comes with into the monitor. And it's real simple. I mean, it's not as simple, but it says to monitor, okay? So you go behind, because you don't want to go through, you don't want to cut the cords, you want to go behind everything, okay? And you put it back in that HDMI 1. So here it should be black. Nope, so it's not working yet, but there we go, perfect. We're ready to go, okay? Now down here, it says not ready. For some reason, I haven't learned. All I do, you hear that button? Right now, I just push and record. I do it about 3 or 4 times, and then it'll say ready. And what that ready means is it's ready. It's going back there. It's signaling to the sideline. All right, it's ready. Perfect. So this is ready. All we got to do is raise it up, and we don't do that until the start of practice because of wind. All right. All right. Now we're up in the press box, setting up the iPod light and the Hudl system. So what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna get your press box hardware set up. You're gonna plug it in so it has power, and then it comes with the press box bridge satellite. So from the setup, you're going to plug it in, wire it up, and you're gonna screw it in somewhere to where it's directing all the way down at your end zone satellites, okay? So now they're communicating. Now that that's plugged in, they're communicating. So the next step is to get it on the iPad. So we have a tripod with an iPad set up right here facing the film. All right, so you're gonna download Hudl sideline and you're gonna go to sideline. Once you connect it, you're gonna jump on the Hudl press box because you're in the press box. Okay, so you jump on the Hudl press box internet. Okay, and once you're on there, start recording. So it's gonna have your big screen, this view, and then it's gonna eventually come up with your end zone view. There we go. So it's got both views here. So when you're recording, the end zone never actually records. I mean, it definitely records, but you do not push record. You can, you don't have to. If you do, it does nothing, so it's pointless. Pushing this one record button right here, okay, is recording right now, obviously, and at the same time, it automatically push record over there. So whenever you record in here, it is automatically recording over there. It doesn't do it at separate times, and it doesn't need 2 different controllers. It does need a controller over there to go left and right and zoom in and zoom out, but not to record.